On today's flight, I'm making my weekly fuel run to the Fullerton Airport here in Southern California, better known as Kilo Foxtrot Uniform Lima, which I've affectionately dubbed K-Fuel because of their cheap fuel prices. It's also a great place to practice takeoff and landings as well because they have a fairly short runway, which helps sharpen my skills. My last post, I was fresh off a great flight where I finally nailed the approach to my home airport here in Santa Monica, California. Now, it's a tricky approach because you're flying through a heavily trafficked area and have to do a very sharp right turn and a very steep descent into the approach. And the controllers, God bless them, are notorious for dropping on you at the last minute. But I finally got it right and I was feeling pretty happy with myself, so I posted it online. The last video post was called Nailing the Approach at My Home Airport, finally. This video post is called Blowing the Approach at My Favorite Fuel Stop and is a great reminder that just when you think you've got it, you don't.
Checklist here. All right, before takeoff checklist. Okay, the doors are locked and closed. That is check. The door cap's handle is right here. That is check. Seatbelt is check. Air conditioner is as desired. Fuel quantity confirm. Got left tank for right now. Fuel selector is on the fullest tank. Right now, fuel pump is in boost. That is check. Mixture is full rich. Check. Flaps are set for 50. Verify. Check. Transponder is set for 4716. That is check. Autopilot check. Okay. Now let's go heading mode. It's moving it. Okay. Kick it off. Boom. That's gone. Okay. Let's put our takeoff flight director in there. That's a check. Cabin navigation radios we'll pick up 125.2 when we're off the ground. Cabin heat defrost is required. Brakes are holding. Power lever, let's go 1700. Okay, put our lights on here. Let's go back to our checklist. Got that. Okay, let's check our mags. Left drop of 60, that's acceptable. Drop of 60, that's acceptable. Okay, let's go back to our checklist and pull her back to 1,000. Okay, that is a check. Alternator is checked. We checked it. Pitot heat's on. Navigation, landing lights, they all came on. Annunciator lights. Voltage, we're picking up 3. Switch is good. Pitot heat is not required. That's off. Our navigation lights are on. We got our strobe lights on. We've got our landing lights on. We've checked our magnetos. Ignition, 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 ignition. Power levers at 1,000. Flight instruments check and set. Everything looks good. Let's check our flight controls. Left is up, right is down, right is up, left is down, up, back. We're all good. Trim for takeoff. We got trim right there. Trim our little flaps are trimmed. Autopilot is disconnected. No pitot heat necessary out of the box here. So let's go to our next checklist, which is going to be climb rich at peak. Let's do our takeoff briefing now. Our airport elevation is 160. Our parachute is available at 600 feet AGL, which means 760 is our CAPS active altitude. Our best CAPS deployment is 2,000 feet above ground, so that will make it 2,160. Current temperature is 19, wind is 210, clear. We're going to be doing a normal takeoff on runway 21, which is 3,500 feet long. Based on our current temperature, weight, field elevation, we should use about 900 feet of that runway before we're airborne. Our direction of departure is going to be runway heading 210, and then we're going to make a right turn roughly at the shoreline 255, and then we'll be vectored back to Santa Monica. Our initial cruising altitude is going to be 3,000 and then 4,000. In the event of emergency on the runway, we're going to pull power apply brakes and abort the takeoff. If our engine fails below 760 feet, we're going to go straight ahead best we can.
Taxi 2,
our emergency checklist,
Bravo 5,
which is to pull the mixture,
run-up area via Bravo,
pull power,
02
turn
Sierra.
off the ignition, and land straight ahead best we can. Between 760 and 2160, we are going to pull the parachute over 2160. We'll have some time to come back to the airport or find a different plan. That's our takeoff briefing here, and I think we're now ready. Get busy here. Okay. Santa Monica ground, Sierra 768 Foxtrot Sierra, run up complete, ready to taxi to Bravo 5 with Victor.
Sierra 8 Foxtrot Sierra, just hold your position there and remain on my frequency until we get your release.
I'll hold here till you get the release, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
If you've ever flown IFR out of Santa Monica Airport, you know that waiting is something you'll be doing a lot of. So you'll likely have lots of time to shuffle the papers around, clean up the cockpit, go over all your last-minute reminders.
Sure we count down to our CAPS active altitude before we contact departure.
Fix your seatbelts and adjust all the cameras. Spend some time watching the planes come in.
Little sport cruiser. Learn how to fly in.
And get in the mood to fly by singing along to some of your favorite songs.
I don't give a damn. Santa Monica Tower, Sierra 768, Foxtrot Sierra, holding short 21 at Bravo 5.
Number 8 Foxtrot Sierra, runway 21, line up and wait.
Runway 21, line up and wait, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
Number 8 Foxtrot Sierra, runway 21, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 21, clear for takeoff, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
November
Finally. All right, let's go flying.
21, I would like to stay in the pattern.
Number 801 Papa Sierra, San Mike, Roger, just 1 moment.
Push in the power as I count slowly to 4.
Number 5 Bravo Juliet, base turn will be your discretion. Number 1, runway 21, cleared to land.
And then lift that nose off the ground at 77 knots, and we are flying.
Number 1 Papa Sierra, left close traffic approved, runway 21, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 801 Papa Sierra.
For 760.
And flying in this Cirrus is easy. Just tuck those little yellow wings under the pink ones, and you are good to go. But if something does go wrong, you've got some help. Every Cirrus aircraft comes equipped with an airframe parachute. And it's not just a marketing gag, it's something that can save your life, and they want you to use it.
Available. Apps available. Let's go. SoCal departure, Cirrus 768 Foxtrot Sierra 1000, climbing 3000 off Santa Monica.
Sierra 768 Fox Sierra, SoCal departure, radar contact, fly heading 270, climb and maintain 4000.
Fly heading 270, climb maintain 4000. Let's just pull it back out of the yellow there. Okay, oxygen not required. Let's put it on auto.
United 20.
It's full. Flaps verify up. They are up. Airspeed is at 120. Down 1. Check. Fuel pump is in boost. Flow is 37 or 30.
Cirrus 8 Foxtrot Sierra, climb and maintain 5000.
Climb maintain 5000, 8 Foxtrot Sierra. Parameters are all green. This will be the next checklist. Let's go to our map, see where we are. Flight plan. Probably going to flip us around to Santa Monica direct here in a second.
Cirrus 8 Foxtrot Sierra, turn right direct Santa Monica, depart Santa Monica heading 130.
Turn right, head direct Santa Monica 130 out of Santa Monica 85 Sierra. All right, we're turning direct to Santa Monica. Closing in on our cruising altitude, we want to fly 130 out of Santa Monica.
Cirrus 8 Foxtrot Sierra, contact approach 134.9er.
134.9 or 8 Foxtrot Sierra. Back to 30.5. Up the mixture a little bit. There we go. Put in 134.9. SoCal departure Sierra 768 Foxtrot Sierra, level 5000 heading for Fullerton.
Sierra 768 Foxtrot Sierra, SoCal approach, altimeter
30148 Foxtrot Sierra. Okay, the fuel pump is as required. Mixture we've adjusted, engine parameters. Green. Fuel flow 16.6, let's give it a little bit more juice. Yep. Great. Sent checklist.
Okay, at this point in the flight, everything has gone well. We've had a nice smooth takeoff and climb out. We've completed our climb and cruise checklist, and now we're ready to start getting the weather and planning our approach into Fullerton. Step 1, get the weather and runway.
Notice to airmen, runway 24 localizer DME out of service.
It's a short flight from Santa Monica Airport to Fullerton, which doesn't typically leave you a lot of time to plan the approach. So I'd probably have been smart to load the approach right here while I had a little time to think about it, but for some reason I didn't, and you'll see the impact of that in just a couple minutes.
Level 1000.
Cheyenne 0 Hotel Golf, SoCal approach, John altimeter 3013.
13.
3 Foxtrot Sierra, flying 150, vector Seal Beach.
Fly heading 150 vectors for Seal Beach, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
We're 768 Foxtrot Sierra, descend maintain 4000.
Descend maintain 4000, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
Cheyenne 0 Hotel Golf, contact approach on 134.35.
3435, 0 Hotel Golf.
Yeah, I'm going to pull some power here, back to 60%. Okay, put in our ground frequency there, so we're all set now. Okay.
Now, for some reason, the audio in the video drops out right now, but you'll see that I'm getting a vector in turning toward the VOR Alpha approach at Fullerton Airport. So at this point, I actually start to load the VOR Alpha approach, but pay close attention here, because what you're going to see is, even though I've done it a million times, I did everything I was supposed to do except load the approach. And of course, in my mind now, I think I've loaded the approach. So now I start to get all kinds of mixed signals that should have told me that I didn't load the approach, but I missed it all. My first clue that something wasn't right should have been that I wasn't seeing the correct frequency in the Navcom radio.
SoCal approach, Diamond Star 2360, Delta 4600, descending 3500.
November 8 Foxtrot Sierra, traffic 11 o'clock and 2 miles southwestbound, altitude 4,100, type unknown.
And of course, as I'm trying to figure it out, I get another distraction with a traffic call.
Heading 070 for that traffic.
Left heading 0708 Foxtrot Sierra.
Same altitude, 1 mile.
Foxtrot Sierra, traffic alert, traffic 11 o'clock and 2 miles, descend and maintain 3,000 immediately.
Got him inside 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
While I managed to avoid the traffic, I neglected to confirm the altitude change with ATC.
That's pretty close, 8 Foxtrot Sierra, but he's past me now.
Now that the traffic has passed, I'm back to figuring out what is going on with my Navcom radio. And take note of the fact that the answer is just there to my right in the flight plan, which shows no approach loaded. So now I decide to fix the problem by loading the nav frequency by hand.
Traffic, 3 o'clock.
November 8 Foxtrot Sierra, current approach 125.35.
Traffic, 4
12535, 8 Foxtrot Sierra. So Cal approach Sierra 768 Foxtrot Sierra, level 3000.
Sierra 768 Foxtrot Sierra, still Calipers, set maintain 2,600.
Descend maintain 2,600, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
Zero Charlie Mike has traffic.
Mary Foxtrot Sierra, 6 miles from Seal Beach, turn left at 050. Cross Seal Beach at 2,600, clear VOR Alpha approach.
Left turn 050, 2,600 at Seal Beach, and then clear for the VOR Alpha approach, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
Zero Charlie Mike, VFR climb 4.
Okay, now I've been cleared by ATC for the approach. That's the good news. The bad news, there's no approach loaded, so things will quickly unravel here.
Zero Charlie Mike, affirmative, 4,500, 127.2 on the frequency.
127.2, 4,500, Zero Charlie Mike.
Now, I'm still not sure what's going on, but I look at the map and see I'm pointed in the right direction. It's a sunny, clear day in California, so I know that worst comes to worst, I'll just fly the approach VFR.
Mary Foxtrot Sierra, continue your left turn heading 350 to intercept the final.
350 to intercept the final, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
So right about now, I think the controller has figured out that I'm a little lost out here, and he's trying to help me out best he can. And it's really a tribute to the air traffic controllers trying to help pilots do the right thing. Normally in an SR-22, when you've armed the VOR approach, it'll automatically switch the CDI needle. Since there was no approach loaded, it didn't, so I decided to do it myself in a last-ditch effort to get things right.
5,700 for 4,000.
And of course, it didn't solve anything. So at this point, I've pretty much resolved that I'm going to take this approach VFR and go back to the drawing board.
I missed that. Can you repeat 8 Foxtrot Sierra?
Foxtrot Sierra, you're going to be okay with the approach?
I'm okay with the approach right now. I could go visual. I'm under the clouds now as well.
Mary Foxtrot Sierra, Roger. Just advise me when you have the field in sight.
I'll advise when field in sight, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
Mary Foxtrot Sierra, select the visual approach. Select the visual. Turn right heading 040. Sierra, and set maintain 2,000.
Descend maintain 2,000 Sierra. And that was 040, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
Foxtrot Sierra, let's do a right turn now, heading 060.
060, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
Okay, at this point, I've officially waved the white flag. I've given up on the IFR flight plan, and I'm going to land VFR
Fullerton Airport,
Fullerton today.
10 o'clock, 4 miles, advising heaven.
I got him inside 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
Foxtrot Sierra, Roger. You're clear for the visual approach runway 24 at Fullerton.
Clear for the visual approach 24, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
Service 8 Foxtrot Sierra, contact Fullerton Tower 119.1.
119.1, 8 Foxtrot Sierra. Fullerton Tower, Sierra 768 Foxtrot Sierra inbound with Bravo for 24.
Sierra 768 Foxtrot Sierra, Fullerton Tower, make left traffic, runway 24.
Left traffic 248 Foxtrot Sierra.
Sierra 8 Foxtrot Sierra, verify you have the Fullerton Airport in sight.
Fullerton Airport inside, off my left, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
Sierra 8 Foxtrot Sierra, thank you. Runway 24, clear to land, wind 240 at 7.
Clear to land, and that's 240 at 7, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
Fullerton Tower, Cessna 24512, holding short runway 24 at Bravo, requesting close traffic.
If it's true that a good pilot is always learning, today I learned a lot, mostly from my mistakes.
Runway 24, clear for takeoff, make.
And that's okay, because some of the greatest lessons I've had in my life have come from making mistakes. The key is to find the lesson in all those mistakes and resolve not to make the same mistake twice. Today, I blew the approach to my favorite fuel stop, but I'll be back to get it right, and I'll make sure to post it right here on my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.
$500.
Cessna 512, runway 24.
Runway 24, clear to land.
Sierra 8 Foxtrot Sierra, say taxi intentions.
I'm going to taxi to the fuel pump, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
Sierra 8 Foxtrot Sierra, AFI fuel or general aviation?
General aviation, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
Sierra 8 Foxtrot Sierra, taxi to general aviation via Alpha.
General aviation via Alpha, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.